Mundgod, one of the most backward talukas in Karnataka, is also one of the most beautiful places to visit. Well known for its magnificent Tibetan settlement, little is known about the low literacy rates, acute poverty, and low human development index. The chief reason is the different ethnic groups settled in this area. Being chiefly occupied by scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, and other backward classes, Mundgod is one of the few places in the world to house so many varieties of ethnicity in such a small area. Here is a glimpse of the various ethnic groups that live in Mundgod. Gaulis. They are the forest dwellers and cowherds. They are basically from Maharashtra and speak Marathi. Siddhis. They are descendants of Africa, who were chiefly brought by the colonial powers as slaves. They speak a mixture of Konkani and Marathi. Lambanis. They are semi-nomadic gypsies from north and western India like Rajasthan and Gujarat. Dalits. They are the low caste untouchables. They speak Kannada and other South Indian languages. Gollas are the poor shepherds of Karnataka. They are also the construction workers. They speak Kannada. Vaddars, they are the stone cutters, basically from Andhra Pradesh. They speak Telugu. And there are so many other backward and poor classes that this little place houses. This was good enough reason for Jesuits to readily accept the invitation of the then Bishop of Karwar, Bishop William de Mello. The first Jesuit to arrive in Mundgod was Father Matthew Lewis in 1982. Though the Jesuits initially began with taking care of the pastoral needs of Mundgod and neighboring Siddhi villages called Uginkeri and Mainalli, soon they ventured out to an active social apostolate by starting what we know today as Loyola Vikas Kendra. It is right to mention the name of Father Paulos, one of the leading pioneering Jesuits, who was instrumental in expanding the Jesuit social involvement. The Jesuits soon realized that social empowerment and emancipation of the Siddhis, Gaulis and others was impossible without good, solid education. Thus, in 1991, the Loyola School was started by Father Lawrence Pinto. The school soon began to grow, and there was a need to house the children in hostels. Thus, hostels were started, both in the school campus and villages, to house the children and to give better environment for study and holistic formation. The children staying in the village hostels went to the government school nearby, and those in the Loyola campus studied in the same school. Today, the school and hostels continue to contribute with ever more widening involvement. The school itself is now a composite PU college. In addition, the latest is the CBSE school called Loyola Kendriya Vidyalaya, which aims to give the best national English education to the least of the people it serves. Here is a glimpse of the work done in the various institutions of Mundgod mission. Parish Ministry. St. Rita's Parish at Mundgod is an abode for many devotees to quench their spiritual thirst. There are 37 families in the parish. The parish has 3 substations where the Jesuits offer their services. There are 52 families in Mainahalli and 38 families in Uginagere. The people in this place are mainly Siddhis. Malagi is another substation with 7 Catholic families. The parish also looks after the socio-pastoral development of the people. St. Lawrence Church at Hangal is another mission parish under the supervision of Mundgod Mission. Loyola Educational Institutions. The Loyola Educational Institutions comprise of 3 academic institutions: the Loyola Primary School, the Loyola Composite PU College, and Loyola Kendriya Vidyalaya. In addition to these, there are several computer centers, tuition centers in Hangal and Mundgod town and villages. Believing that every child has the right to develop and prosper through education, the Loyola institutions have always tried education and empowerment, employment and emancipation of the scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, Dalits, and other backward classes of Mundgod and Hangal areas through formal and informal literary programs. Loyola Educational Institutions, Mundgod, is situated 2 kilometers away from Mundgod town, and it caters to several hundred children with the aim of building a new humane society imbued with the country's constitutional values of equality, freedom, justice, human dignity, solidarity, and brotherhood. The uniqueness of the school was also the vocational training that was given to children along with their regular studies. It is indeed a delight to see a large number of our children who would have otherwise been totally deprived of education have not only passed out of a school but also have found gainful employment. Loyola Children's Home, a home away from home. To tackle the difficulty of commuting between the school and far-off villages, and also to give a better atmosphere for learning and skill development, Loyola Children's Home was started. Hence, there are 12 cottages around Loyola High School campus, housing more than 300 children, with an average of 40 children per cottage living in quasi-family units and in a homely atmosphere under the care of a house parent and aunties. Children in Loyola Children's Home are not only given school education but also are involved in household chores, agricultural training, and animal husbandry. Discovery and development of talents such as music, dance, drama contribute to the integral development of each child. The children are also given nutritional diet, regular health checkup, medical training in hygiene and sanitary practices. Consciousness raising programs on issues of social concern ethical behavior, moral character, polite conduct are regularly arranged for our children. Social action. Loyola Vikasa Kendra is the social action wing of the Mundgod Jesuit ministry. Being a beacon of hope of empowerment both in Mundgod and Hangal talukas of Uttara Kannada and Haveri districts, Loyola Vikasa Kendra has put in sustained efforts to work for the integral development of the poor, whether it is fighting for justice, building up their self-esteem, restoring dignity, creating awareness, promoting health and hygiene, releasing them from the fetters of moneylenders, and eradicating poverty. The Social Work Center fosters over 250 self-help groups in Mundgod and Hangal talukas, which operate various activities with competence. It also sponsors deserving kids of the backward classes for their education, health, and capacity building. One of the pivotal work of the organization is this Children's Club. We have organized more than 300 children in more than 20 children's clubs. Regular meetings and different competitions and inputs are provided to these members. There are 2 tailoring centers, especially for the young girls to support their livelihood. Regular computer and spoken English classes are conducted in Mundgod and Hangal respectively. It has also 13 different village hostels, mainly for the poor in the primary and the high school section. It gives good academic environment for these kids. Here is a good glance of the activities at Loyola Vikasa Kendra. Truly, much has been done and there is a long way to go. Therefore, just as Mundgod has much to thank the Jesuits for, so too the Jesuits have much to thank this land. It is here that many of us are reborn to a life of service and sacrifice for the kingdom of God. The children, the people, the land. It is ours. Thank you. May God bless us all.